Well, the whole nation is looking forward to the Super Bowl on Sunday, but here in Seattle, we're especially interested because of the mathematical possibility that the Seahawks could still qualify for the big one in New Orleans. Here's what has to happen. First of all, it starts with the Denver Broncos, 12 13-point underdogs and clearly headed for their fourth Super Bowl loss. The team is depressed, and there's a chance that they could spend too much time drinking and carousing on Bourbon Street. They wake up Sunday too ill to perform. This would put the AFC runner-up Cleveland Browns into the picture. However, if there were to be a major snowstorm in Ohio, severe enough to knock down phone lines, which could happen, there would be no way to notify the Browns in time. So the AFC semifinalists, Pittsburgh and Buffalo, would be next. Now, let's assume that the plane carrying the Steelers accidentally flies into Soviet airspace and is shot down, and the Bills' entire team is sidelined by one of those 24-hour bugs that's been going around, which could happen, and we come to Houston then. The team which recently fired its coach, Jerry Glanville. They, of course, are in total disarray and are not organized enough to field a team. This brings us to Cincinnati, which, being in Ohio, is also crippled by that big snowstorm. Next in line would be the Los Angeles Raiders. But the big problem here is that Bo Jackson has already started preparing for baseball spring training. And if he can't play, why would the Raiders bother? That leaves Kansas City, Miami, and the Seahawks. Well, let's assume that half of Kansas City's team has signed up for that fun cruise with Brian Bosworth, which could happen. That would eliminate them. This leaves Miami and Seattle. Now, these two teams did not play against each other during the regular season. However, since Seattle was recently voted the most livable city in America, not Miami, the Seahawks would have the edge and would therefore qualify as San Francisco's opponent for the Super Bowl, which could happen.